Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. That's right. Like up the stream. As soon as you join, like. Right, let's see what's going. It's an average pre-market, nothing crazy. Yeah, rents. I'm not going to be touching this trade, but it's breaking out right now as we speak. We can see the volumes coming in. It's looking good. $21 though. I don't like to trade these high price stocks. HUBC is right here. This is it. It's broken out. Maybe it's retesting here. Broke above, maybe retesting, and then hopefully it goes again. Looks alright for today though. We just have to wait and see what happens. It's going to be a bit different this week due to whatever's going on now in the world, unfortunately. It's part of the process with the stock market. That's what happens. But hopefully things get sorted quickly so we can get back to normal setups. This is what I have right now. So it's broken out of this. We can remove this level, but this is my expectation. So it's broken out of this level, retesting it, and now hopefully it goes up. So it broke out of here and then pushed up. ONVO looks great. I'm not sure the news on this, but 140 is your key resistance, as you can see here. Breaks above that, then it hit around here, which is the resistance for now, 165. So this is what you have right now on ONVO. It is busy fighting VWAP right now. So if we go to the 1 minute, we can see that every time it gets to VWAP, it rejects it. If it closes above VWAP, then maybe you could look for possible scalp entries. So you have to wait for it to close above. If it doesn't, then you just have to wait. All right, Pyrzo. Pyrzo is just in a steady uptrend at the moment. As you can see here clearly, trend is bullish like this. So we'll see what this one does. I'm just going to keep this on watch. I won't be entering anything until market open. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait and see. LGVN. It's in demand zone at the moment. It's just respecting this demand zone for now. So right now we just have to wait and see. Hopefully it respects this into open and then it can go. But right now it's safe entries here. I mean, your stop loss is underneath the support level, but these are crazy wicks here. Hopefully, I know that's just Weeble, so I'm sure it's not actually on TradingView, so you should be okay, but size of the candles indicate low volume at the moment. ALLR is simply in a downtrend. No reason to be taking this. Maybe this is a demand zone. I don't like this as a demand zone because it's not that clear. I prefer it when there's no gap up. Like this is a nice demand zone here, but we can put it here for the sake of it and see what it does do off this level. Demand zone here, like this. So you can see what this does around here. We can see it's trying to reverse off this level. Hopefully this can hold and go up. TPT, I think this is, yeah, it's an oil play, so these are all going to run together. Someone's going to definitely ask me about this. The oil plays are just going to run based off what is going on in the current situation right now, right? So obviously if things get sorted out, oil is going to come down, but obviously at the moment it's just going to be these two, Indo, Husa. There's millions of them, right? I've just posted a few that I like. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best ones. They are just ones that I know from previous knowledge that these ones do run. When you show a breakout and retest, when do you consider failed breakout when the retest doesn't hold? So here is an example, a very easy one to look at. Since this was in a falling wedge earlier like this, right? As you know, I always enter inside. So I would have been entered in here, would have been my entry, here would have been my entry, here. Then obviously you can see since it broke out, right? So from here to here, there was an 8%, meaning that I would have sold, I would probably be out all of my position due to pre-market. But what I would have done is I would have entered inside the wedge, sold 50% of my position, and then moved my stop loss up. Obviously during pre-market you can't do that, but what happens is it breaks out. Maybe it's going to retest now, right? So maybe it's retesting this level. How do you indicate if it's a retest? It's simply just by support. So you can see here 175 is a psychological level. You can see that it's pulled back here once, right? Once. And now we're getting a green candle close indicating there is a possible reversal off this level. So that is how you can indicate it. But usually it's a break, retest, and go. I don't play break and retest. I don't trust it too much because it's not really part of my strategy. So for me, I don't like to play these kind of setups. If I was to take the setups, it's simply like this. If it breaks a pre-market high, like this, there, and then a retest, and then I'll wait for it to give me an indication of a reversal, which could be above VWAP, in a demand zone, psychological level. There's loads of different things that can indicate for me to get into the trade. But I prefer getting in something where it's broken a pre-market high and retesting it, as opposed to breaking out of a falling wedge and going up. Obviously you can see that this is possibly what's going to happen, but for me, it's not my kind of style of trade. I don't like playing breakouts at all. I'm not very good at them. I lose probably 99% of my trades if I do play breakouts. That's why I never ever give alerts like that. So I always enter inside of the chart pattern. I never play the breakout because these chart patterns are bullish. I expect them to break out. There's no point in me waiting for it to break out where it would probably move up 5%, right? And I could be out already before the breakout even happens or even get a bit more. So that's why I don't play breakouts. Many of us like to trade whatever's moving, like so sometimes we just have to wait until regular market. Yeah, patient sometimes. Yeah, we just have to wait. So you can see HUBC looks like it's trying to reverse, right? So even if we want to, we can change this chart up to make it clear for you to see what's actually going on. So we can clean it up here. We can see that this is, what do we identify? We identify that it's in an uptrend, right? And then maybe we can do this where it's in a possible bullish pennant forming, right? So that's just updating the chart from the falling wedge at the moment. So you do expect this to break out. It's holding the support level and so on, right? Onvo. Yeah, I've checked Onvo already. I saw it move already, yeah. So this can be a possible break and retest. Look on the 4-hour chart. If we look left, this is previous resistance, correct? Go to the 5-minute and we can identify, look, what's happened. Broke above it, it's retesting around here, and now maybe it's going up for the next leg. We should be able to set stop losses pre-market broker shovers. Yeah, I don't know why that you can't, I don't know. I think there's like 1 or 2 brokers that can actually do it, but for me, in my opinion, I don't know anything. Yeah. So look, this looks like it's break and retesting, right? Well, as I just mentioned, it broke above this purple line, which was the high. We broke above it, we've retested around here, and now we pushed up. Remember, when there is a break and retest, it's not going to hit exactly the support level 140. It can come all the way down to 120, which it has down here. Or it could only pull back to maybe around 147 and push up. It's not always going to be exactly perfect. It never will actually probably be perfect, because that is just basically how, just to demonstrate to you how it would look, right? So this is what you expect, break, retest, but it might come a little bit below, it might come a little bit above. It just really depends. How do you know when it reverses? I just mentioned demand zone, VWAP reclaim, psychological levels, all those things, high of day, all that. See, look, there's the retest now, right? So yeah. Could Neo be a possible bottom buy? I don't know how to buy the bottom because it's pretty much impossible to nail the bottom of a play. For me, all I do is I just wait for something like this. This is a very easy example to show you, right? What do you identify with this stock? You identify, as you said, it's pretty much bottom. Maybe it's bottom, we don't know, right? All I would do is simply just draw the trend line. That indicates what? That it's bearish, we know that. How do we know if this play is going to reverse? We can indicate by an area of support, which it has. For me, if I'm trying to enter this, it needs to break above this resistance line. If it breaks from a downtrend, right, it's currently bearish. If it breaks the trend to an uptrend, that means there is a possible reversal, meaning there is a higher probability of you making money because there is a chance that this will probably keep going up, right? If you're going to try and buy now, look what's happened. It's always gone down, down, down. Simply just wait. Just wait. If it takes you a week, if it takes you a year, if it takes you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it takes, however long, until you get that confirmation, you cannot enter. That's personally how I trade. I need to wait for confirmation. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to gamble. There's no point in doing it at all. If you're going to guess and gamble, you're not going to be in this game for long, I'll tell you that much. Right? You want to play high probability setups, then you have to wait for confirmation. It sucks. We want to get in the bottom. We want to nail the bottom. We want to get in before everyone, but it's very, 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 very difficult. Husa. Traded this one earlier. LGVNs, chillin', ALLR. Low volume. Look, so people are going to ask, how do you know what the volume's like? Look at the candles here. See how large these candles are? That indicates that there is a lot of buyers and sellers in control. Here you can see what? There is not many buyers or sellers because look at the size of these candles compared to these candles, right? That's just a quick way to indicate how to know what the volume is like. Is it good to buy HGBC now? I do not buy anything at all now. I wait till open. But if you want to, if this was intraday, I would be in this trade simply because it's in a bullish pennant, expecting this play to break out. Obviously, it can come down into demand zone and then it's no longer valid for this bullish pennant. But if you want to take some, you're more than welcome to. Just remember, you cannot have a stop loss during pre-market. Shouldn't be trading with normal size and those things. So yeah, yes, this is a bullish. I do expect this price to break up and go up, but since it's pre-market right now and market's opening up in like 40 minutes, it's just difficult right now. But if you want to take some, you're more than welcome to. Up to you. I cannot hold everyone's hand to trade, but I can tell you that it is a bullish setup, if that helps you. LGVN's chilling, ALR, nothing, TPT, nothing, ELYM. So ELYM was on the watch list for you guys today for Twitter and Discord. You can see here, right, that it's in a falling wedge. So we expect it to come down to here and here. This is without extended hours, which means without pre-market and after hours. When I click on the extended here, it shows me pre-market, right, which is here, intraday, after hours, and so on. So in this, right, here you can see it doesn't look great because of these candles. Look at these candles, this isn't clear, but if we're looking at based off just these technicals, it is expected to break out, right? HUBC, Onvo, and Onvo has gone. Did anybody get in that thing? If anybody did get in Onvo, let me know. Well done if you did. I did not touch it. Is it a good time? Did you analyze? I don't analyze crypto, bro. I mean, I can share charts, but like I don't trade at all, nothing. Like it's not, I don't do it. It's technicals are the same for everything, whether it's crypto, Forex, it's all the same. Technicals are technicals. It doesn't matter what it is. It works on all charts, works on all types of trading. SPBC, wow, Onvo's gone. Damn. SPCB. Right, well this one here is 35 cents. So all I'll do is identify that this is in a downtrend. These are your next resistance levels here. You can put this one as well if you want to. So this is what you have at the moment. You can see that it is in a downtrend. So meaning you do not want to buy now because you don't know what is going to happen. You know, if this breaks above, right, you expect it to go up. It's that simple. Very good way to speak. No worries, bro. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, guys, subscribe if you haven't, and also like. I would greatly appreciate it. It's free to do so, I'll tell you that much. It's free to like the stream. INAB does not have much volume. You can see here what is going on. This blue line is $1. So at the moment, yeah, for me, I'm just talking for my kind of setup. This is a no-go. I would not be touching this at all, simply because there's no volume. It's pretty much at $1. I don't know what's happening with this. There's no trend. We don't know what is going on. If you want to analyze this, you can put a trend here if you want to, like this, downtrend. But very low volume, extremely difficult to trade this because there is nothing's going on, no volatility. You need volatility in order for this to actually give a setup, personally. Add a car. I don't know how to get that, bro. I don't think I have it on here. I don't have any crypto on here, sorry. Oh, this here. You just have to draw the trend. Look, so I'm using the 4 hour to identify the trend. Trend is bullish, right? So that means whenever it gets to this trend, look here, buy zone, here, buy zone. So what does that mean? Whenever it gets down to this trend line, looks like a good buy opportunity. So maybe if it gets down to this level, 0.25 cents, maybe it's a good time to buy. That's how I would do it on this trade. Well, that chart, wow, Onvo has gone insane. That is pretty crazy, crazy, crazy. No. Pirzo, so Pirzo, look, Pirzo is back at this trend line. I don't know, I don't really like this price action, but it is up 11% and it was up, what, 38% on Friday. Indo, so guys, I'll just mention one thing, right? And just to teach you guys something, which is very simple to know, and something you can do, it's very, very simple to do and easy. What I highly recommend to do is when I started trading is, it's not really that prominent now, but it used to be during COVID days, is simply just get your stocks and put them into sectors. So if you need oil plays, right? Simply just go into the oil plays and then add those to a watch list. And then you will know whenever there's war, as sad as it is, I understand, but when there is conflict going on in the world, oil plays love to run. Okay, so for instance, like now the situation, oil plays are the ones that are running. I know because I've been trading for a while, I already know the oil plays and I know which ones I like. Okay, you cannot focus on all of them, it's impossible, right? But just add them to a watch list. All the EVs, add them to a watch list. All the weed plays, add them to the watch list. You will know over time that you will see sectors start to run. Like we had the weed run, obviously when the news came with Germany, with the legalization there and so on, they will all run together, right? That's simply how it is. So that's something you can do. So with that being said, something like TPET is an oil play. We can see, right, that this thing is up 14%, and look, Husa, this one is lagging. It's only up 3%. Okay, this is an oil play. Indo, this is normally the top mover from oil. This is another one that's also lagging. There's a bunch of them. IMPP, CEI, there's loads, right? At the end of the day, it's kind of just a guessing game how high they're going to go. We don't know because it's obviously dependent on what's going on with the situation. Up to you if you want to swing them, when you want to buy. It's just difficult to actually manage your risk and actually try day trade these. For me, I don't care about anything about the stock, what is going on with it, what news or catalyst. I literally just look for my setups. I trade certain strategies. I wait for certain setups. That is how I trade. I don't trade because there's a war going on, I'm going to buy oil. I don't know how high oil will go. We don't know how low it will go. We don't know where to put our stop loss and so on. That's why when I take my day trade setups, I simply just wait for my 3 setups, 4 setups, whatever it may be. And I do the same thing over and over again, right? That's simply how I trade. HKD, I did HKD earlier. HKD 4 hour. Yeah, this needs a 348 HKD. There's nothing on this, look. I don't know what's going on here. This is like a no trade zone right here. See this? Like, I don't know, I don't know. 348 break, maybe out, good for entries. Did you go for TP? Yeah, no, TPET is just oil. Like I just mentioned, yeah, just oil play. So we can see what it does do. I'm expecting oil to continue. I don't really know what's going to happen with oil today. I'm not really going to be focusing too much on the news. I'm just focusing on my trade setups, that's all. Are you gonna live trade today? That's in the Discord, bro. I do live trading every single day in the Discord with Hassie. That is where I give the alerts. We both give alerts, day trades, all that kind of stuff with entries, exits. Twitter, I just share chart setups that I like, that's all. So if you want to join with the live seminars, the risk management strategy and all that live trading alerts, then it's in the Discord. For 2 people that just joined, I will send you a video to watch, intro video to watch about the Discord as well. VVPR. VVPR has low volume. So VVPR should be very simple to see, right? As I mentioned, I'm assuming if you're new, I highly recommend to just go to a larger time frame. You can use the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, whatever you decide. There's no best time frame to trade, just to notify that. There's no best indicator, magical indicator. You can type in anything on YouTube and type in 9 EMA, best strategy, 20 EMA, 5 EMA, 1 EMA, whatever it is. There is a strategy for everything, right? At the end of the day, it just depends on how it suits you and how you trade, right? But an easy way to indicate something like this is go to a larger time frame, the 4 hour, and indicate, is this bullish, is it bearish, or is it trading in a range? I think everybody can see this. All 50 people of you can see what? That it is bearish. This means it's in the downtrend. You do not want to buy stocks in a downtrend simply because you're going to be fighting against the trend. You know that if this goes up and breaks above this trend line, you know that there is a higher probability it will go up. But right now, you don't know if it's going to go up or down. You're going to try and catch the bottom. It's impossible to know where the bottom is, right? Unless you got some magic indicator. But a very simple way is just wait for the trend to break and then you can get safer entries. That's how I would do it. Hollow, 4 hour, same thing with hollow. Identify the trend. The trend is bearish. So exactly the same as that VVPR. We can see that this is in a downtrend. How do we know if this is going to be bullish? We need to wait for it to break to the upside. So this has to go above. If the trend broke like this above, then maybe you can look for entries, but there is no trend break, so there is no entries. I'm just talking and explaining on how I would look at the setup. There's millions of ways to enter and trade, but I'm just trying to make it simple and easy for you. You want to play stocks that are in an uptrend, not in a downtrend, right? HUBC is in the demand zone, correct? So we can see it's broken below this, so that means this is no longer valid now, right? So you can see that as long as it holds this level, it should be fine, but it has also can come all the way down to, what is this? 162 is your support. So that's why I personally don't like to enter anything when it's at open or before open, sorry. ICCM, I know this is running. I will add this to my watch list. This is a former runner. I don't know what the news is. I'm not too interested on it. I'll go to the 4 hour now and identify what are the key levels. The key levels are resistance levels. These are not targets. I do not hold for these levels. These are just levels that it has potential to reach. And if it gets to here, there might be a rejection, right? So it's always good to mark these levels so you know when you're trading what to look out for before it gets there. So now if I go to the 5 minute, I can see, okay, if it gets above here, there's a high probability it'll get to here, and if it goes above that, it can get to here. So that's currently what I have now. Here is a quick one. Are you going to try and enter a trade like this? You should be not even touching this. Why? Because it's in a strong downtrend. It's going to probably keep going down and down. You don't know when it's going to reverse. You need to wait. You need to wait for the reversal. HUBC. So HUBC is respecting this demand zone, right? Onvo is coming down again. Pyrzo still on this trend line. Indo. So oil's coming down. You see that? LGVN. Volume doesn't look great on it. I'm personally not really too interested in this play because I can show you right now on the 4 hour, every time there's news, it comes down. Look, up, down, up, down. So up here is probably going to come down, right? We've seen that previously with this play every single time. Look, up, down, pump, dump, right? So that is it. I would not be holding this play overnight. I would, if you're anything, I would maybe day trade it. That's it. Otherwise, I would not be touching it, unfortunately. What is that? Guys, like up the stream, like up the stream, like up the stream. Yes, here's the link for the Discord here. This is the link here. Live trading link. New members, I've just sent you the intro video, so please watch that. It's only like 10 minutes. I just go through the Discord and you can understand how the alerts work and so on. Here is the link if you want to join as well. Let me see. What about PXMD? I showed PXMD earlier on my Twitter. I think it was in a bullish pennant from what I remember. Yeah, it was. So 15-minute. So it's broken below this demand zone, which is no longer valid now. So we have to fix it up a bit. The moment, nothing really. I don't know. For me, it's too low volume. I need volume, volume, volume. But yeah, this is what you have. It ran 103% though on Friday. So maybe this is a potential that it will continue to go up. Let's see. HUBC is just chilling. I like the fact that this is holding. Let me remove that level. I really like that it's respecting this demand zone. So that's very important. I'm going to use this as a demand zone because it's just lower to this point. But this looks like maybe the best setup at the moment. That does not mean enter, doesn't mean full port. Just letting you know that that looks like a strong setup. Same as this Onvo play. This looks decent. Pirzo looks alright. These Indo, Husa, they're coming down to be red now. So I'm going to just move these down. I probably won't be trading these oil plays because they're going to be all over the place. I like this setup a lot. This was on the watch list as well. This YYA. So this is simply just look at the trend. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? It is bullish, right? So that means you want to be trading this play because there is a higher probability it will continue to go up. At the moment, you want to try and maybe look for entries if it comes down here, but it looks very bullish right now. It's up 11% and it was up 38% on Friday as well. So that is what we have. All right, I'm going to head into the Discord. New members, I will just watch that video. I've sent it to you. If you have any questions, just ask away. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about the Discord, feel free to ask on Twitter. I'll get back to you guys throughout the day. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.